So you've been training quite well and you're at a level where you think you're feeling pretty good, but you feel like there's just a little bit more that you can get out of your body to improve your performance. Here's 2 items that you might want to incorporate into your conditioning program that just might help. In regards to improved performance, you've been probably training pretty hard, but what we might want to see is, can we get the muscles to move in 3-dimensional space in a nice manner that allows for the more hip production or power production from the hips as well as from the ankles themselves. So here's a couple things that you could do. One is called the hamstring matrix, and a matrix is a series of movements through 3-dimensional space. So I'm going to place one foot upon, say, a chair, a bench, or a box, and I'm going to flex that foot back toward me, which is going to extend through this knee. And with a wall nearby, if you need to hold on for support, by all means go ahead. And in fact, I'd probably recommend that at the beginning and then eventually move away from the wall so that you can work on your balance coordination at the same time. But to start out with, you're just going to be reaching forward with the hand as you're trying to drive the hips back. And you'll feel the weight of this leg into the bench. So what you're going to hopefully feel is a loading, lengthening sensation through the muscles and not that old-fashioned burning, tearing stretch sensation. That's not what you're looking for here. It's, can I lengthen through the muscles, apply load, and then come back out of it. Now I can switch arms and do the same thing, alternating arms, and that's a forward and backward action. Now I'm going to go side to side, still keeping that leg extended, and can I move from one side to the other, driving my hips in one direction or the other? And how far can I go without falling over? After you've done the side to side motion, we're going to go into rotation. So I can reach forward and rotate from side to side. Arm going across the midline of the body, and maybe do about 5 or 6, up to 10 repetitions for each of those movements. Then walk around and see what that's like. Do you have more spring, more power to your leg? Of course, maybe you want to do the other side. And the side that's more restricted, you may want to spend an additional set performing. So that's one kind of action you could do to try and improve hip power. Then the other thing we could do is try and align your body so that your joints are stacked on top of each other in a more aligned fashion, producing less strain on the muscles so it has more energy to produce force when needed. So I've got myself a little inclined plane here, and I'm going to put the balls of my feet and my toes right up on this inclined plane. I'm going to make sure that my feet are pointing straight ahead by using my vision and not just trusting what my proprioceptors are telling me down there in my tendons, muscles, and joints. And then holding on to maybe the kitchen sink or some counter, or if you've got a bar like that, that would be great, a squat rack. You're just going to pull your body nice and straight so that the knees are above the ankles, the hips are above the knees, shoulders above the hips, and the head above the shoulders. And see if you can just maintain this nice contact into the ground with the heels while maintaining a good tall posture. And when you step down and walk around, chances are you're going to feel taller, more grounded, more contact with the planet, and yet lighter at the same time. And that's the beautiful thing about being more centrated, more balanced. So try these 2 things out in your program, see how it goes.